G'day YouTube, I am TheDaff and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Let's get into this because I'm excited to see where this is going, because I think the main part of the story is just getting started. Things have been happening, something happened to his arm while he's asleep, Torska Rin's been acting strangely, Sakura's acting strangely, Shinji's been acting strangely, weird things have been happening in the town, and now he's all alone in the school at night, so something is bound to happen now. The cleaning ends quite easily, as I know the place quite well. It took a while as it is quite big, but it was fun cleaning the place I used until a year and a half ago. I picked up a bow thinking it might be okay to shoot just once, but since it wasn't mine, I decided not to. If I ever want to, I can just bring my own bow and come here. But there's so many more carbon bows now. There was only one when I was in my first year. Carbon-based bows are good, unlike wood and plastic bows, but the largest problem is the price, and they're not something we could buy with the club budget. Back then, Shinji was the only one using it. Are the new members rich too? What a waste. You can modify a wooden bow a lot more. But I guess that's personal taste right there. When I look at the clock, it's way past curfew. It's a little after 7 o'clock, the gates should be closed by now, so there's no reason to rush now. But still, was the dojo always this dirty? There are loads of places that look unkept. Well, another hour or two won't matter now that I've done this much. I've started this, so I'll finish the job. This Shinji is just taking advantage of you, man. You're gonna clean the whole dojo. The wind is blowing. It's so cold that my cheeks are getting numb. Fuyuki City isn't usually cold during the winter, but it's cold tonight of all things. My breath hangs around as a white cloud. I wrap up my body to hold off the cold. Now this is getting eerie, something is bound to happen. That wind in the background as well. No wonder it's dark. The moon's behind the clouds. More eerie. There's no light in the sky when I look up. Because of the strong winds, the clouds are moving fast. It's past curfew, and there's no sign of life in the empty school. It seems this place is filled only with chill, as it's all silent. That sounds like a fight. Just now. I think I heard something. I do hear something. It's coming from the school ground. This night, he must have been curious about the sound that broke the silence. To investigate it, I find myself heading there, even though I somehow know that I mustn't. It's really starting to happen now. I go to the schoolyard. People? Well, they only look like that from a distance. It's a dark night with no light. If I want to know more, I have to go near the schoolyard. I can hear the sounds louder now. It's the sound of metal hitting metal. It must mean someone is fighting with weapons there. That's stupid. What the hell am I thinking? That's really loud. Holy shit. I can hear myself talking. I dismiss the image from my mind with a smile and walk on. At that time, maybe my instincts noticed the danger as I hid myself as I approached. I don't know if this is important or not. Anyways, when I identify a tree that is big enough to hide myself, I take a closer look at the source of the sound. My mind stops completely. What the? There's something strange there. A man in red and a man in blue. They are dangerously armed, as their ominous appearance suggests that they're actually slashing at each other. I can't understand. I can't follow them with my eyes. My brain does not work like the impossible movement. But they claim the weapon tells me they're trying to kill each other. I just knew immediately when I saw them. They are not human. They are probably just things that look like human. I can tell not because I'm learning magic. Anyone would realize they're not human. After all, humans can't move like that. So they are something no one should associate with. Gee, I can feel their murderous intent even from a distance. I'm gonna die. My body understands faster than my brain that I will definitely die if I stay here. That's why my heart is racing so fast. As a living thing like them, I can sense that they're living things, made only to kill. They're just weapons, made only to kill. I remember the murder yesterday. They said the family was killed with something like a sword. I shouldn't watch any longer, but my body won't follow my commands and I can't even breathe. My mind wants to run away, but my judgment tells me I'll see the moment I run away. More than the conflict within me, my body is just numb. Even though I'm a good 40 meters away, I can't breathe properly, and it's like I have a spear pointed right at my back. The sound stops. The figures separate and stand facing each other. The moment I feel relieved at the end of their battle, I sense an even stronger intention to kill. My heart stops. The numbness in my body becomes convulsions, and I clench my teeth to try and hold my trembling body. What the hell is he? The overwhelming amount of magical energy is flowing into the guy in blue. Kiritsugu showed me once what it's like to draw in magical energy from the surroundings. It was a beautiful magic that impressed even an amateur like me. But that thing is different. Just as even the simple task of drinking water could be seen ugly if it goes too far, what he is doing is so excessive that anyone with knowledge of magical energy would hate it. He's going to die. The guy in red is going to die. It's a blow with that much concentrated magical energy. There's no way he'll be able to survive it. He'll die. He's not human, so something merely like human will die. That's something I can just ignore. He's gonna jump in, isn't he? That doubt takes my mind off them. The vines on my body disappear, and the instant I take a deep breath. Who's there? The guy in blue stares at me. Who's hiding? The blue guy's body sinks. Just the motion tells me that I'm his target now. My legs start running automatically. I finally realize that it's an action to escape death, and I put all the energy into my body into running. I don't know how fast I run, but before I know it, I'm in the school building. How stupid of me. I regret my actions, panting heavily. I should have run into town to get away. What am I doing, fleeing to such a deserted place? And a school, out of all things, isn't there a better place to hide than here? Anyways, why do I think I'll be killed if I don't escape? My heart aches from running so much. Turning around, I can sense nothing pursuing me. The only sound in the air is the sound of my footsteps. I don't know how I'm meant to even be saying those words, but yeah. So I finally rest. I stop my feet, unable to take another step, send oxygen to my pumping feet, and look up to finally realize that I'm safe. Man, what was that? I recall the scene from earlier while catching my breath. Anyway, I'm sure it wasn't something I should have seen. Some things like humans were fighting in the school ground. That's all I can remember. But there was something else I saw out of the corner of my eye. Wasn't there someone else too? But I can't remember what that figure looked like. To be honest, I didn't have the composure to notice anything other than those two fighting. Well, anyways, the chase is over, right? The voice comes from the right in front of me. Yo, you ran pretty far. He speaks in a friendly tone. I can't breathe. My brain stops, and even though I cannot think, I vaguely understand that I'm gonna die. Wow. You know better than anyone that you can't escape, right? People who kill are usually like that. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. You don't have to feel ashamed. The lance is casually raised. You were just unlucky, kid. Well, you saw us, so die. And the man's lance mercilessly pierces Emiyashiro's heart. Hey, in most visual novels, that would be a bad end, right? And you have to go and choose a different option. There wasn't even time to dodge it. All the training I did were nothing. I knew I was going to be killed. I knew I was going to be pierced by that lance, yet I could not move at all. The world distorts. My body grows cold. Feelings vanish from my fingertips. Gah. I cough up blood once. More blood should have come up, but it only happens once. Perhaps the man's lance is special. The blood slowly clots, and the heart that should have exploded stops working with just a single pierce. I can't see well. There's no feeling in me. I feel like a jellyfish floating in the dark sea at night. I don't feel any pain already. The world is white, and only I am black. So rather than feeling like I'm dead, it's more like the world around me has disappeared. I know this. I felt this 10 years ago. This is how someone feels when dying. Dead men tell no tales. It's only natural for the weak to die, but I cannot concentrate on my vision. Man, you really make me do unpleasant jobs. It's a joke that a hero is acting like this. I can only hear voices. I know I have no complaints. I saw the girl's servant, so I'll go back. There's someone talking. I'm not going to put any accent or anything on it because I don't know who it is or what they are, if it's his imagination or not. A voice filled with irritation. After that, I hear footsteps running through the hallway. Archer, huh? I want to finish the match with him, but I have to follow my master's plan. Jeez, I don't like him. The voice suddenly disappears. I guess he jumped out of a window or something, and after that... Footsteps, I guess. Footsteps approach me and stop. In that brief period, more footsteps. Okay, it's like a small person and a big person walking. I can't hear much now. Follow him, Archer. Lancer will probably go back to his master. This won't be worth it unless we at least find out what his master looks like. I know who's talking, but I won't say it. Whose voice was that? I concentrate my fading mind, but I can't remember anything. Right now, my breathing is too noisy. My lungs must still be alive. The air coming out of my mouth is loud as a hurricane. But it's amazing he isn't dead yet. I sense someone looking at my face. Perhaps my breathing was loud as the figure tries to close my mouth and stop it. Why does it have to be you? I hear the person grit their teeth. They then touch me without hesitation. Reforge the damaged organ and use it as a substitute. And restore the heart in the process, huh? If I succeed, I'll be accepted to the clock tower instantly. A pain-filled voice. With that, my mind stops fading. Feeling returns to my body. Slowly, bit by bit, like a drop of water going down a leaf, feeling returns to my body. What is this person doing? This person is sweating and places their hand on my chest with all their heart. When I notice the place where the person placed their hand is terribly hot, it must be so hot that the frozen blood melted and started to flow again. Phew. I sense someone take a deep breath and sit down. I'm tired. I hear a clang of something falling. Well, I guess it can't be helped. Forgive me, Father. Your daughter is terribly heartless. And that's it. The person speaks to mock themselves and leaves. My heart resumes its activity, and then my mind stops. This is not the sleep of death. This is a restful sleep to recover the energy to wake up again. Things really happen. I hope no one gets seizures from the flashing there. Gah. I'll wake up. I feel sick, my whole body is in pain, and I have a sharp headache each time my heart throbs. What happened? I can't remember because of the sharp headache. My body is cold, probably from lying on the floor for a long time. The only certain thing is, my ripped uniform and my own blood on this floor. I get up with a hazy head. The spot where I was lying looks like a murder scene. Damn, I really had my chest pierced. God. Bearing the pain, I enter the closest classrooms. Moving to the locker with unsteady steps, I take out a mop and a bucket. What am I doing? I'm still in a panic. Why do I think I have to clean up when I just met something totally outrageous and been killed instantly? Am I an idiot? Oh god damn, it won't come off. I wipe the floor with the mop. With unsteady hands, I manage to get the blood wiped off and pick up any trash laying around and put them in my pocket. Maybe I'm destroying the evidence? I'm still in a daze, so perhaps that's why I'm doing something so absurd. I put back the mop and bucket and leave the school like a zombie. I get hotter as I walk. The air is so cold, but it feels like my body is burning. Guess we're heading home now. So he's made it all the way home. When I get home, the day has already changed. There's no one home. Neither Fujinair nor Sakura is around now. I collapse on the floor, lay on the ground and finally calm down. I take a deep breath. When I inhale, my heart cries in pain as if cracking apart. No, that's wrong. It wasn't just cracked. I had a hole in it, but it healed. The wound tries to open up again when I inhale. So it's true that I was almost killed. No, that's wrong too. I wasn't almost killed. I was actually killed. But I'm still alive in spite of that, because someone saved me. Wonder who it was? I should at least thank them. Since the person was there, that person might have something to do with that. But that makes no difference to the fact that that person saved me. I have to thank them one of these days. The moment I let my guard down, the pain returns. At the same time, I feel like vomiting. I sit up and resist the sickness. I place my hand on my bare chest where the uniform is ripped. Even though I was saved, I did have a hole in my chest. That feeling, such an unpleasant feeling, a spearhead entering my body isn't something I can easily forget. Damn, I'll have nightmares about this for a while. If I close my eyes, it feels like the lance is still in me. I shake off that illusion and try to calm down. Alright, I'm starting to calm down. The result of all that training every night. Just taking a few deep breaths clears my mind, and the heat and nausea vanish from my body. So, about those guys. A man in blue and a man in red. They looked human, but I don't think they were. Were they like ghosts or something? But I've never heard a ghost with form. Able to associate directly with people. And they were talking too. If they have their own will, it's hard for me to think of them as ghosts. I heard that the only ghosts with a body are spirits, but aren't they shaped differently from humans? No, that's not the problem. There's another fundamental problem. Those two were killing each other. The murderous burglar that has appeared in the neighborhood. The ongoing ominous events in the town of Fuyuki. All I can tell with such thoughts is that it's way out of my league. If father was still alive, perhaps because my wound on my chest is so vivid, I complain about things I shouldn't. Baka! I've already decided to do whatever I can, even when I don't understand. Complaining comes later. First, I have to decide whether or not it's my concern. The bell hung from the ceiling rings. This is a Magus House, even if only a poor one. There is a boundary field that alerts me when a stranger enters the property. A burglar at a time like this? As I speak, I realize my foolishness. That can't be. With this timing, right after the strange incident can't be it. There's an intruder, not a burglar, but an assassin who's here for my life. Because I remember that guy saying, "You saw us, so die." The house is filled with silence. In the silent darkness, The murderous intent I felt at the school is slowly drawing closer. My throat gulps. I feel a sharp chill running down my spine. I will be instantly pierced if I move from this room. I frantically contain the scream about to escape from my mouth. The instant I realize that the assassin will happily jump in and take the opportunity to kill me. If that happens, it will be just like before. Unprepared, I will be pierced by that lance again. The moment I think about it, my breathing goes wild. Damn it. I'm ashamed that I'm about to give up my saved life so easily that I'm afraid. Gritting my teeth and holding my chest, I try to restrain myself. I should get used to it. This is the second time. This is the second time I'm about to be killed. That alone is enough to make me want it to end differently from last time. Besides, I'm a Magus. What have I been learning for the past 8 years if I can't even protect my own life? Alright, let's do it. Enough thinking. Right now, I just have to counter the intruder. First of all, I need a weapon. Even though I'm a Magus, all I can do is strengthen something that could be a weapon. To fight, I need a weapon. It's gonna be that poster, isn't it? The shed has lots of things that could become weapons, but it's too far away. If I'm attacked when I leave the living room, it will just be a repeat of what happened earlier. It will be difficult, but I have to find a weapon here. Something long and thin would be best. My opponent's weapon is a lance, so something like a knife won't do. It would be great if there was a wooden sword or something, but of course there's nothing. If anything here could be a weapon, it's... Man, only the poster Fujinair left here. Yep, it's the poster. The metal one. I'm disappointed. Despite that, I'm determined even in this hopeless situation. Things are already as bad as they can be, so they can't get any worse. So all I have to do is run forward until I run out of energy. Trace on. With these words that suggest my reconstruction, I channel magical energy into the 50cm long poster. I have to turn it into something that can repel that lance, so I need to channel magical energy into every corner and solidify it. Basic, quality, analyze. I extend my consciousness. As if soaking my blood into the poster through my skin, I permeate magical energy into it. Basic, quality, reinforce. A sense that I've hit the bottom, right before the magical energy overflows from it. Trace off. I cut off all connection with the poster and shudder at the feeling of success. The poster is now as hard as metal, but it is as light as it was before, so I couldn't ask for a better sword. I did it. How many years has it been since I succeeded in the strengthening magic? It's kind of ironic. The magic I've never been able to achieve since Kiritsu died is finally working in this kind of situation. Anyways, now, I might be able to do something. I have some knowledge of how to use a sword. I hold the poster with both hands and stand up. I'll die anyway if I stay here, and I don't think I will be able to flee even if I escape this house. So all I can do is run straight to the shed and make a stronger weapon. Phew. Come if you're gonna come. It won't be like before, and the instant I think that. My whole spine shivers. When did he arrive? Appearing from the ceiling, the guy drops straight at me. What? Huh? Silver light descends upon me. The guy that seems to have come straight through the ceiling descends to pierce my head. You! I frantically escape by rolling forward. He lands softly while I keep rolling, but I stop rolling and stand with my freshly made sword in hand. He turns to face me, looking bored. You're causing unnecessary troubles. I was being considerate by killing you before you noticed me. He raises his lance again, seemingly uninterested. I don't know why, but he lacks the spirit he had at the school grid. In that case, I might be able to outwit him. Geez, I never thought I'd kill the same person twice in one day. I guess it just means that the human world is always filled with bloodshed. The man is complaining as if he thinks nothing of me. I slowly move backwards. It's about 3 more meters to the window. Once out the window, it's about 20 meters to the shed. Then, I can run off this instant. See ya? Don't come back this time, kid. He says blankly as if sighing it out. Pain assails my right arm. It happened in an instant. The man's lance is thrust, without time for me to react. I would have faced my second death with that blow, but what prevented it was my newly made sword. He must have thought it was just paper. The lance thrust as if the poster wasn't there, was deflected by it and only skimmed my right arm. Wow, that's a strange technique you got there. The man's expression goes away. His carelessness disappears. He's now staring at me with beast-like eyes. Gah. I screwed up. I was just being stupidly optimistic when I thought I could do something. The thing before me is a monster beyond belief. Painfully, I realized my foolishness for letting my guard down, even slightly against him. That's right. If I had been really desperate, I should have run frantically to the window as soon as I miraculously avoided his attack. I thought you were just a kid, but I see. I do feel some magical energy from you, even though it's weak. That must be why you're alive, even after I stabbed you through the heart. He points his lance at me. I won't be able to block it. I can't possibly block that lightning-fast blow. If his weapon was a sword, I might have been able to at least prepare for it. But that's a lance. A sword follows a line, but a lance has a point. How am I supposed to block a blow from a point that I can't even see coming? Good, it looks like I might be able to have a little fun. You're being a bit creepy now. God, it looks... The man's body descends. In that instant, red lines and blood appeared everywhere. His lance is swung sideways. I blocked the lance coming at my face with just my instincts. Good boy. Here comes the next one. There's a huge whirlwind. I don't know how he's moving the lance in this small room, but it makes a beautiful arc and comes to attack my body from the other side. My constructed sword, moved to stop it, bends. Is he using a hammer? Damn, this numbness feels like I've broken the bones in my arm. Damn you. Huh? I swing the sword instinctively. It must take me lightly as he hasn't pulled back his lance, so I flick away the shaft with my arm. The arms that hit it go numb. The sword bends even more and the man's lance only moves slightly. You're useless. I gave you a chance, but you didn't do anything worthwhile. I guess it's asking too much to expect a good arm fight from a Magus. Man was just playing with me. Let me hit him once, since I blocked him twice. But I get used to one and only change for just to make sure. That's why he sees no point in fighting me anymore. You let me down. I'll just kill you now, kid. He readies his lance again. So, during that small uneasy movement, what do you want, Barker? Without looking behind me, I jump out the window. Gaha! I break the window with my back and roll outside. I roll a few times, get up, and without a thought, I turn and swing behind me. The man hesitates a moment as I deflected his lance thrust, as I expected. If I jumped out the window, he would definitely come after me, and he'll kill me even before I could get up. That's why I expected the fatal blow and swung at it. It was a bold plan. I would have died if it was a second too late or a second too early, but considering the difference in our skill, I could never have been too early. So all I had to do was get up as fast as possible and swing at what was coming behind me. The result was perfect. I won my bet and deflected the man's lance. Aha! I quickly regained my balance. Now I have to make it to the shed before he recovers. Fly. Huh? The man who supposedly had his lance knocked away comes up to me empty-handed and spins and executes a roundhouse kick. Shaking screens everywhere. And that brings this episode to 29 minutes or so. So, join me next time where this fight will be concluded. But considering this is our main character, something has to happen. He can't lie here. I mean, he already died once in this episode. Oh well. I've been TheDaff. This is Fate Stay Night, and stick around for the next episode. See ya.